Let's set up a radio button using SmartUI plugin for Construct 3. The first step is to add the SmartUI plugin. It will automatically load the libraries necessary for all the add-ons to work. You don't need to do anything else. Now, let's add a sprite, which will be our button. Although you can add the behavior to any available object, Radio Button add-on is designed to work with sprites. The next step is to set up the animations for each of the states of our button. Radio buttons have twice as many states compared with a regular button. This is mostly because it can be set to checked or unchecked. To keep the animations organized, I've created a folder to separate them. Now we add the normal, on focus, on press, on hover, and the disabled animation for the checked state. Next, we add the normal, on focus, on press, on hover, and the disabled animation for the unchecked state. Most animations are optional, except for the normal checked and normal unchecked animations. Select the sprite and add the SmartUI radio button behavior, and start setting up its properties. The animation's name must match exactly the names we gave them in the sprite editor. Names are case-sensitive. Let's test our button. Now, simply copy the instance 2 times more to test the selection. At this point, SmartUI knows that those three radio buttons are placed in the same context, and they belong to the global handler. If you want to have multiple radio buttons in the same scene, you must group them using containers. So, let's add a container to create our radio button group. Create a 9-patch object, and add the SmartUI container behavior to it. Now, you just set up all the radio buttons as child objects of the container. SmartUI will automatically identify its new context and the navigation and interactions will work immediately. Let's copy the tree buttons and place them outside the container. This will cause SmartUI to identify 2 groups of radio buttons, one belonging to the global container handler, and the other one belonging to the container object we defined. As you can see, it's a very simple process to set them up and have them ready to operate. SmartUI for Construct 3 by Pixel Perfect Studio.